is time to weigh in. Welcome back, YouTube. I was meant to be out for my morning walk, but I actually slept in this morning, which is a big surprise because my body has just been on a clock recently where 9 o'clock in the evenings I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning I'm wide awake. So I slept until, and now you're gonna think, what was the big sleep in? Till 7:15. But it's an extra hour 15. I think in total I slept for like, I think it was 9.5 hours last night, so feeling a bit recharged. Definitely yesterday was a tough enough day. Over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday are both rest days, which means very low food and very high activity because I'm still getting 20k steps every single day for these last 2 weeks of the deficit. Fat loss will be wrapping up soon, so that is exciting in itself. But we have got 3 weeks until show number 1, the WNBF Ireland, and I'm excited. I just posted a physique update over on Instagram and TikTok, and I haven't really been posting my physique that much. I'm a little bit just wary about it, and I overanalyze myself a little bit too much. Sometimes I'm thinking like, oh, I'm not as conditioned as I'd like to be, so I'll wait for this opportunity. And I just thought, feck it, I'm just gonna get out there, and I'll probably keep the updates coming leading up to show because it is a big part of it. At the end of the day, that's what I'm being judged on. Even though it might seem a bit mad, well, it is a bit mad. At the end of the day, you're standing up there, small little trunks, tanned from head to toe, and you're flexing your biceps. But I love it. It takes a serious amount of dedication, and I think people can often look past the difficulties of bodybuilding. Like, in itself, yes, it's easy to kind of make a laugh about, but at the same time, I don't think anybody that makes a laugh about will be able to go and do it because the level of dedication it takes to get to stage condition is an everyday thing. There's no off switch. There's no time where you can relax and take a break. Ultimately, every minute counts, every day counts, every meal counts. So it's definitely different than anything I've done before, but this will be my one and only bodybuilding season, so it's time to make the most of it. But I am gonna get back to some work. That's why I'm on the walking pad, because I woke up a bit later, so I'm gonna get back to some client messages, and I will catch you for the pre-workout meal, which you would have seen pre-made. My rice pudding with some dark chocolate mixed in and some whey on top with some blueberries. I'm excited, so I will catch you for that meal. Okay, here we are with the pre-workout meal that you saw me make up this morning. We have 75 grams of hydro rice, 30 grams of whey, 5 grams of dark chocolate, and 100 grams of blueberries. What I did was when I put the boiling water in with the hydro rice, I then put my dark chocolate in and mixed it around to get some dark chocolate hydro rice. So I'm looking forward to this. This is the pre-workout meal before my leg session. To be honest, I don't know how the leg session is going to go. I've been on very low food the last 2 rest days, as I mentioned, but we're going to go in with a positive mindset. We're not going to let intensity drop or intensity slip off. The volume has come down a small bit. Lower in volume when you come to the end of a deficit can be an important tool. It just means you don't put as much recovery demand on yourself while still getting a good stimulus inside of the gym to maintain the muscle that you have. At this stage of prep, I'm not building any more muscle. I'm just trying to hold on to what I have. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into this because I am starving. Oh, look at that. You can't see. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh my god. Welcome back. We have got the post-workout meal, which is 60 grams of oats, 15 grams dark chocolate, 100 grams of berries, 35 grams of whey, and 5 grams of peanut butter. Don't know if you saw, I think I'll put in a clip. I put the dark chocolate and mixed it in with the oats. So we'll see how we get on with that, because that's what I do with my cream of rice. So I said, why not? I'll try it with the oats. While I go on a bit of a rant here, I'm going to pop up my training clips. Very good session. I made a story about, not letting negative circumstances affect my willingness to push myself inside of the gym. Like, I think it's very easy especially after 2 rest days of 1600 calories. I didn't feel like going in for that session at all, you know, especially I've up steps to 20,000. So like fatigue is building. Now I am managing it, but you know, it is building as we get closer and closer to the show. But we've only got 2 weeks of fat loss left, so we're going to push on. But for every session, just really grounding myself and saying, like, I'm lucky to be here. I've got a lot of energy in me, even though it's lower than it's ever been. I've still got the willingness to go and push myself and really test how in this process I am, because I think it's very easy from the outside, and especially when, you know, energy levels are high, motivation is high, to push yourself to do better in the session, or to push yourself to, you know, lift more weight when you have that abundance and energy. But the second that that gets taken away, what are you left with then? You're left with your resilience and your grit and your just overall passion towards getting nearer and nearer to a result that you want. So for me, that's trying to retain as much muscle as I possibly can, so I can't let the intensity slip. If I was to, you know, just I'll do one set of leg extensions, a half-hour set, and move on, you know, that would be not the character I am, and then that would translate to on stage I'd look a bit softer because my legs won't be as developed. Would that be the case if I slowly let intensity drop closer to the show? Would it make a massive difference in the grand scheme of things? Probably not, but I'm not here to let these small percentages slip, because that then feeds into your mental strength of being resilient throughout the whole process. So every little bit of dedication counts. I'm applying yourself and not giving it less than 100% for anything I do within this process. That was a bit of a ramble, but I'm starving. I'm going to get into my oats and I will catch you for the next meal. Get a look at that. Ho ho ho. Sensational. Beverage for today to help me fire through the client check-ins. Let me get a little bit of a ooh, taste test. Keen, absolute, like, definitely top 3 flavors. Not sure if it takes the top spot, but like, it's up there. If only these didn't disrupt my digestion. I'm still gonna have it anyway. Synthetic steps, they all count. 20k daily. I have just finished up all the client check-ins for today, and there's nothing better to get you in a good mood than seeing the team absolutely smash it. And nothing puts a smile more on my face than getting messages saying, I had a great day today, I had a great session, or I'm feeling better in myself because my clothes are fitting better. These are the things that just, they light me up, they get me going. Anyway, it is time for meal number 3. Okay, we are back with meal number 3. It is 100 grams of beef mince, 50 grams of lettuce, 100 grams of asparagus, 200 grams sweet potato, and 100 grams of peppers, loaded with micronutrients. We're taking off vitamin A with the sweet potato. We're taking off a lot of volume and fiber with the asparagus. We're taking off vitamin C with the peppers. We're taking off iron and B12 and other B vitamins with the beef mince. We're micronutrient maxing around here. We're making sure that we're feeling good in this deficit and not just dragging ass by eating protein bars and square bars. I'm going to tuck into this, and the next meal is the same, so I will catch you for the final meal, which I'm excited about. The blue light blockers are on, and we've got our final meal, which is a Ninja Creamy. If you can see that, get a bit there, line. With some choco cookie on top. I think there's about 40 grams of whey, 400 ml of almond milk, 13 grams of peanut butter, 15 grams of chocolate cookies. So I'm gonna tuck into this. You know, I'll treat you. I'll give you a taste test with the one little chocolate cookie on top. A whole pint of this for me. Spoiling myself. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I really do appreciate all the support on these videos. If you are looking for one-on-one coaching, you can click the link in my description. It's not a high-pressure sales call, it's simply a back-and-forth chat with me on WhatsApp about your goals to see if you fit the program. I will see you in the next one.